But I actually like Vanilla Ice because he came out with an album in like 99 or 2000.
That was all metal?
That was, yeah, it was like
Ice, ice, baby!
God, it was so good. It was so good.
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast. Coming at you from the Slice on Oak Studios. I am Mayor Dave Badeaux of the city of Brainerd, and with me, as always, is my brother.
We'd make national news, baby.
Yep.
So excited.
Oh, Gabriel Johnson, save us once again.
Dave,
Yes.
I'm here to do a draft.
Are we ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Draft Day. One Hit Wonder Edition. So for those of you that have never been with us on a draft day, one, I recommend go check out our previous drafts. Weird Al, great draft. Sandwich draft, kind of a snooze fest. Kind of a snooze fest. But
I liked that one.
you said you liked that one.
Sammy's soothing voice talking about Sammy's.
Well, maybe it's because I just fooled around the whole time. But go check out our previous drafts. A lot of fun to be had. But let's explain the process from this. We draw straws to see who goes first, and then we have 12 items, all one-hit wonders. Each of us must select 3 from the list and can select 1 that is not on the list. We call that going off the board. In this instance, I think we've got a pretty good selection to run from. Kind of the nuance of the podcast is maybe leave a couple off there so that you can have a couple curveballs and whatnot. But I think we got a pretty good list to start
These
from.
are all wonderful.
Yes. One would say hits as well. Shall we get to it?
Bring it.
Number 1 on our list, Kung Fu Fighting by Carl Douglas.
Carl Douglas.
That's probably why. People are like, who? Oh. What is Love? Hot Hadaway. Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Spirit in the Sky. Norman Greenbaum, again. That's why. Like, probably had more songs, but people couldn't find you in the record store. Like, who? Who is this? Norman?
Yeah, he doesn't sound very Christian to me.
Cotton Eye Joe by Rednex with an X.
Not 2.
Not 2, just 1,
Okay.
but definitely an X. Macarena by Lost Rio. Safety Dance, Men Without Hats.
I wrote men sans hats.
Sam.
I like it. Sans is a good word. Sans is a good word. So like sans serif for on fonts, it means
Only fonts.
Yeah, it means without feet is what it means. Yeah. So your fonts with your little curl at the end, those are serif font, or those. Yes, those are serif
Correct.
fonts. Sans serif means without feet.
Interesting.
You're learning things, folks. But what we're supposed to be doing is giving you a list. No Diggity by Blackstreet.
Oh, you got to bag that up.
No doubt. Tubthumping by Chumbawamba.
Good job.
First time I've gotten that right. Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to be 500 Miles by The Proclaimers. A pretty good list.
Those are all hits.
All of these were pretty gigantic hits and have staying power as well. I would say that everyone on this list has lasted much longer than it maybe should have.
I haven't heard the Macarena in about 20 years.
Well, that got burned pretty bright.
Yeah,
like
but my
Icarus.
kids can dance the Macarena. Like I've heard it, and then my boys know the dance. So I don't know
okay.
if they do it in gym class or at daycare or whatever. But kids are learning the Macarena.
What fucking daycare are you sending your kids to that are Macarena?
The YMCA.
You need, well, they should be YMCA.
Well, it's not a gay place.
Then they should. All right, folks, I drew the longest straw, which never happened. So I'm going to go first. I'm not going to lie. I typically have the worst draft.
Yes.
I'm becoming known for it. So I have taken the opportunity to just ask ChatGPT which song I should go with. And ChatGPT says that the best of our list is Baby Got Back
Interesting.
by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
That is not the one I was selected. I would have selected a very similar song, but that's not the one I would have selected. However, in terms of staying power, that song's got staying power.
For sure.
And when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
For the love of God, Chex Mix brought it back just so that we could have The Bagel Is Back.
Yeah.
The bagel is back.
Still a hit.
It's a good song. It's not number one overall.
Yeah.
Well, according to my analysis by the robots.
ChatGPT knows you very well.
The robots.
Oh, what's the pick that you would make for number one?
I find that interesting. You guys
This seems like a Dave 1-1.
yeah.
Based on all the things you've inputted over the last 2 years.
It gave me tears. Top tier, legendary one-hit wonders.
Yeah, you're gonna have tears by the end of it when your draft sucks.
Baby Got Back. I'm okay with it. I actually think it's a great song. Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's one of those where you just kind of lean into it too if you're him. You know, like, you had your hit, you got your fame. He can still make money off of this. Maybe not giant sums of money, but that's a career.
And we were like, what, 6th grade-ish?
Probably
Did the
about that.
YMCA dances.
Yeah.
Danced around with all these 6th graders singing Baby Got Back.
I love the record scratching in it.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Was it Sir Mix-a-Lot that asked why all the Teslas have to look like bars of soap?
I believe you are correct.
think
Yes.
so.
And not gonna lie, kind of right.
You're dead on.
Yeah, well, that
Every time I see one, I say, why is it got to
Yeah.
look like a bar of soap?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened with the Cybertruck. Because Elon saw that comment, it was like, well, that's Sir Mix-a-Lot. Here,
Rigid.
aggressive
Yeah, angles.
angles. There's ain't nothing soap about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Baby Got Back, first one off the board.
Not even close to his best song. Sir Mix-a-Lot is great. Listen to some of his albums.
Okay.
He's got a song called Sweet Brown Sugar that is fucking awesome. And my favorite song by Sir Mix-a-Lot is called Take My Stash.
Cause the IRS is trying to take my stash. Why you wanna take my stash?
It's about the IRS coming after him to take his money.
Okay.
that he didn't pay them.
Yeah.
Okay. If it was his mustache, that's a totally different song.
No, his money stash. Great song. I listen to
Okay.
that. I listen to that a lot, actually.
He seems like a more successful Swamp Dog.
Take off that bra.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For our long
Just
time
whatever he's thinking about, wrap it, put it on an album, and see what happens.
Listen, we can totally make a song about this. You got a beat? Yeah, I got a beat. Let's go.
Bump it donkey.
Well, he was my selection. So Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay, that begs the question, from me at least. When we go off the board, what if I go with like something from the Beatles? Right? Like, how are we determining? Do we all have to agree that it's a one-hit wonder?
I would say
If you said the Beatles, I think
Yes.
we can all agree that
Yes.
whatever you pick.
Correct,
Yeah.
but I could also pick somebody else who had 2 number ones.
Well, okay, so here's a great example of this.
Right,
I
go with
think-
like Rick Astley, who had like a couple number ones.
Sure. I think that our list is pretty convenient in that these are pretty much one-hit wonders, right?
Yep.
Off the board, one-hit wonder is so subjective, right? Like, what country are you
Right.
from?
Baby Got Back isn't
yeah.
even Sir Mix-a-Lot's best song,
Yeah,
and you picked it number 1 overall.
Listen, the
The
majority
other ones didn't chart.
the majority
correct.
of people, I don't care if the song is good. It's a hit.
Yeah.
They had one hit.
Don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Scott and I talked about this before you got here. Ska probably has just a plethora of one-hit wonders. Scott and I would argue that every single one of those are not one-hit wonders because we love ska. So, it's pretty tough to say that Real Big Fish isn't a one-hit wonder, but I love Real Big Fish and would tell you to fuck off if you ever said that.
Okay, so they had one that charted
Yeah.
on top 40
Yeah.
charts, but everything they did.
Everything they have is amazing. Yes. Yeah. Blind Melon kept coming
I
up.
hate that.
I was like, No Rain is not a one-hit wonder.
No, they had Change as well.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
I'm glad you all agree. I was hoping somebody would pick it so I could ridicule you.
I would totally pick No Rain if it was a one-hit
Yes.
wonder
Right.
because it is it would be the 1-1 pick. It would be better than Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I think it was on every list that I saw, every single list, and it is not a one-hit wonder.
I hate that.
Yeah, I think we can come to a pretty good consensus. If you throw the fucking Beatles out, you might as well just leave right now. So, Okay, all right, Scott, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Macarena.
Damn it! That's the 1-1.
It's the 1-1.
Have it. I was so glad that
I couldn't pick the number one-hit wonder of all time.
I still got to have a list that I like.
It was on Los Del Rio's 19th album.
19th?
They formed in 1962.
Is this
Wow.
Is this the Wu-Tang Clan of
Oh,
Ranchero?
Who's the guy you just mentioned for Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Oh, Swamp Dogg?
Swamp Dogg. They're the Spanish Swamp Dogg.
They're literally just writing songs about everything. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, they formed in 1962.
That's
It took them till
crazy.
1993 for anybody to hear any of their songs.
And then we've never heard another song from them. Although I will say, now granted, like Scott, you said, it isn't, you're not dancing to it at weddings, right?
It's like the only place you dance to the Macarena.
But I've heard,
I dance to it in my kitchen, thank you very much.
I'm saying I don't think I've been to a wedding where the Macarena has been played.
Well, I just said earlier,
decade.
I haven't heard the Macarena in 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so this is a song that typically the one-hit wonders come back up during the wedding, right? The ladies like to get the electric slide, all that bullshit. However, I have not heard this, but that's because the amount of times I heard it in its time span is probably more than any song I've ever heard.
Yep.
So,
But I would challenge you both to go home tonight.
in Macarena,
No, don't Macarena.
okay.
Turn it on and see what your kids do. Because I guarantee you, they know the Macarena.
Stop. You say that. I turn this song in my house. Callie will fucking fall down the stairs over top of her joy. And then that's all I will see for the rest of the night is her Macarena. My kids won't even, she'll push them out of the way so that she can Macarena.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I think it's an excellent selection for you. Didn't want it.
All right. That was going to be my pick at the turn.
Okay.
I didn't have a second one. But we'll go with the staying power. And I'm going to go with No Diggity from Blackstreet. Like that's you put on any 90s music playlist on any streaming station and No Diggity is going to be one of the first songs it plays.
Yo, Dre, drop the verse. It's going down, fade to Blackstreet.
It has the staying power. It's got a good beat.
Ain't no doubt, I put it down.
You could argue it's not a one-hit wonder because it's featuring Dr. Dre, but it is the only hit Blackstreet had.
With the homies Blackstreet and Teddy, the original rough shakers.
Dre did a lot, so we're giving this to Blackstreet, one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I understand that they probably have other songs. I probably have heard other songs from them because this is so big.
I didn't like the way they did it on the other songs.
They didn't. There was no doubt on those ones, huh?
No,
Oh, there was doubt.
I doubted
Sorry,
them.
there was doubt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to bag it up.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
Iconic song, Lil Penny
Little Penny in the video.
in the video. I think that took this song farther than anything.
This was peak Lil Penny.
This is you got peak Lil Penny on the commercials, and then wait a minute, Lil Penny's playing the piano now. He's a part of the rock band.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Rocks.
no, yeah.
Loose.
Maybe a bit of a step on that one there.
I got to bag it up.
Lil Penny should come on like guest appearances to things.
Like Triumph the Insult Dog.
Yeah.
Like Snoop Dogg. Just have them show up to some award shows every once in a while. Yeah, just like Triumph. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Little Penny should just show up at award shows every once in a while. You know?
Like once every 3 years, random award show, the CMAs.
Yeah.
Little Penny.
Little Penny comes back.
Beyonce had the best album.
That just leaves. And I was like, Little Penny? Penny Hardaway?
5 seconds.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, just trying to help a man.
Good song. I gotta hand it to you on that one. Actually, I would have hoped that one would get back to me. So that's an interesting selection in the first round, but I would actually say good choice.
Now I'm torn on the turn.
Okay.
I'm looking at 2. One is the better song. One is the better SNL skit. I'm going to go with the safety dance. Men Without Hats.
Okay.
Fantastic song. Upbeat. Fun.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind.
If you've ever seen the movie Biodome.
Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
This song is the iconic flash sequence where they're cleaning up the biodome and cleaning up the environment after trashing it at the party.
Yes.
To the safety dance.
Classic. Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin. Never shot anybody in their face.
Never. Oddly enough. Would have said, give me a lineup of Baldwins. That's the one that's going to have a gun mishap right there.
We don't know about it anyways. Not famously.
Yeah, okay. Prostitutes don't count. Yeah, and classic, you've got your now I'm totally drawing a blank now.
Are we talking about the song or Biodome?
Oh, Biodome.
Ah.
When Biodome came up, the song got pushed aside. The song got pushed right aside. What is his name?
Pauly Shore?
Pauly Shore.
Oh.
Yeah. God.
Free Mahi Mahi.
Just a brutal guilty pleasure of mine.
Terrible reviews, apparently.
A horrible movie.
I absolutely love everything he's touched. IMDb, not so much.
Not so much. And I think this one above other movies. It's such a good guilty pleasure. But the song Safety Dance, iconic, honestly. I think most people have heard this song.
Yes.
This seems like one where you could go to Africa, like into tribes, maybe
Like uncontacted villages put this on and they would start singing along.
yeah, they would go, Safety Dance. Yeah, men
Yeah,
without hats.
We can dance if we want to.
We can.
As long as we abuse it, never gonna lose it. Everything will work out right.
I think it's interesting that they called themselves Men Without Hats.
This is a great band name.
It is, but they're pretty much Devo, or they're trying to be Devo. So I like that they were like, no, we're not. We are not Devo.
We're not wearing Devo's hats.
We are the men without the hats. So I actually looked up why they're called Men Without Hats. It turns out that the band's name comes from the brothers who formed the band, who didn't wear hats in the cold winters of Montreal. So they were
tough guys.
They were tough guys, had to look good, couldn't have the hat on.
Can't mess up the hair.
Can't mess up the hair. So then when it came time to name the band, they were like, we are not Devo.
Yes.
We're the men without hats. Just be men with good hair.
It's a very specific name. And actually, I'm kind of finding out that a lot of these are because the name of the band sucks.
Sure.
Right? The Del Rio. Like, that's a pretty terrible name for a band.
Yeah, they're of the river.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's true. If you
The
have
river
if
people.
you have too many syllables or it sounds dumb,
Yeah,
nobody's going to talk about you.
exactly.
Like, Scott, have you heard the new Men Without Hats album?
Yeah.
No.
God, I'm over here listening to Hadaway. Yeah, unacceptable. Scott, that's back to you now. Let's go.
Safety Dance plays in the kitchen at my pizzeria many times a week. Many times a week. There's also the line, everybody look at your hands.
Yeah, that's weird. But
A guy that I worked with at Olive Garden sang that line as, everybody poop in your pants. And I can't stop doing that. So for the rest of my life and yours, when he sings everybody look at your hands, you must say, everybody poop in your pants.
I like it.
Makes it way more fun.
I enjoy that you can very easily be stuck on a phrase if it's attached to a song. So much like my scrotum,
Yeah.
the everybody poop in your pants. If anyone can if you need to get Scott to remember something, put it into the lyrics of some other song.
For sure.
Scott, you were up.
Okay. This is tough.
It's a good list.
This is really tough because I have one that I want to go off the board with, but there's so many good options. And I don't necessarily think that it is the right choice, but it is my favorite that is left on the list. So I'm going to go with Tubthumping by Chumbawamba because that song is hella fun.
It is hella fun. I am surprised at how much I enjoy this song when it comes on.
Right?
We were at a baseball thing. It was like a youth baseball like skills clinic thing or something for the JCs. And
I was going to bring that up for this song. It was pitch, hit, run.
Yes.
So we were hosting the local competition for the MLB skills thing.
yes, which is like punt, pass, and kick, only pitch, hit, run. And we had a guy up in, because we were in the stadium here at our local stadium for, we're not talking like a huge stadium, but it's a good stadium though.
It's a couple thousand people.
Guy's up in the announcer booth running the music, and he puts this on, and everybody's like, heck yeah.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that song's fun as hell.
Get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
And then Bones Fargo. Cut it. Cut it.
And then you start hearing the words, and it's like, wait a minute, these kids are 6. I would like a whiskey drink and then a vodka drink.
Pissing. No.
So I'm gonna drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the best times.
But it was very interesting because it was like everybody was very much into this. I was like, I haven't heard this in a while. This song's great. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, wait a minute. Time and setting. This is for your wife's wedding.
Yeah, so much like the Los Del Rio,
Yes.
Chumbawamba was a band for a long time, through the 80s.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They were actually like an anarcho-punk band.
Oh, cool.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, just real low underground. And I've not seen it today when I'm trying to read about it, but I have heard in the past that the lead singer literally just like bought a book about how to make a #1 hit song
Oh, nice.
and was just like, all right, we'll do that. And then they did, and it fucking blew up. Spent 31 weeks at #1.
That's awesome. That's
31 weeks on the chart anyways.
Box checked.
Yeah.
And then sadly their name was Chumbawamba. So it fail after that. Yeah, it is interesting because music really is like that, right? Like music is the better the formula.
Formulaic, for sure.
And the better it is, the more, I mean, even like just all stuff that we consume, right? Our TV shows, our movies, Jerry Bruckheimer movies are great. I love them. They're nothing but a formula, right? Insert word here. It's a Mad Lib of an action film, but it's enjoyable because it hits the beats. Same thing with a song. If you can hit the right beats and then get that little bit of a hook with a nice phrasing in there, you're good to go.
Well, and they captured the vibe of the time.
Yes.
Right. In the late 90s, the kids, us, were doing drugs and drinking and partying and that type of stuff. So the kids were into it. You wrote a song about it. It became a hit.
Yeah, it was the 90s. You know,
And if you get knocked down, damn it, you get back up
Yes.
again.
Oh, yes.
because you've got another vodka drink coming. I love it. I think of all the 90s one hits, like I like this exponentially better than I like Macarena.
Yes.
Like you have a good list going.
How do you like this compared to Baby Got Back?
I like big butts.
Baby Got Back is Baby Got Back. No, Baby Got Back is more iconic. I would pick Baby Got Back over Tubthumping, but Tubthumping is very high on my list. very high. Although I will say that like No Diggity though would have been another one that I probably would put No Diggity above Tubthumping. So far so good in our selections here. Chumbawamba also had that weird the cover of their album.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a baby or something with its mouth
think,
open?
I think it's just like a blown up
Teeth.
face.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It was very off-putting.
Yeah, fit right in a Beetlejuice.
True. All right, I've got 2 in a row here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to do it. They're the same song, but we got Baby Got Back, and we also have Ice Baby.
What are you doing?
I wanted Ice Baby number 1 overall. I thought it was a bit of a stretch. So I'm going to take it here at the turn.
Let's kick it.
Ice, baby.
I love Vanilla Ice. I love Vanilla
Yeah.
Ice.
I'd argue it's not even a one-hit wonder.
No, that you can't.
Ninja
no.
rap?
Oh,
Go Turtle,
Although
go Turtle,
I don't know
go.
that was actually ever on an album.
You think they didn't release that? No, I
guess.
you only put that in the movie
I
to
guess.
put that on cassette.
Okay.
Not on DVD or not on CD, cassette.
And action figures.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention.
I love Vanilla Ice. I actually really enjoyed when Vanilla Ice had his resurgence like later on and he started going on like the reality TV shows and stuff. I found that very satisfying, but I actually like Vanilla Ice because he came out with an album in like 99 or 2000
It was all metal.
that was it was like
Ice, baby!
God, it was so good. It was so good. So it was very much of the Godsmack era. Like actually the cover of it, you could put a Godsmack logo on and it would be exactly what it is. But there is a song on there that is called Prozac. And when this came out, I was like, well, wait a minute. It's like, I know that song. That's a Bloodhound Gang song. So there is a song called Boom on Bloodhound Gang, and it starts off by saying,
Yo, Bloodhound Gang and Rob Van Winkle together on this track.
because Vanilla Ice's real name is Robert Van Winkle.
Yeah.
So I had no idea that that's who that was. We had been jamming to Bloodhound Gang for years. And then all of a sudden, here comes this Vanilla Ice album, and it's got this song Prozac, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's fantastic.
I'm heavy like a Holyfield blow to the dome. Back up, son, now give me room, give me room.
I thought you were going to go in the angle that he stole a song from the Bloodhound Gang, like he stole Ice Ice Baby from David Bowie.
No, it goes dun 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 dun. Totally different. Totally different.
What's interesting was that, you went back and, you gave them the credit for the song, but then I guess at one point you realized it was easier just to buy the song as opposed to just license it. So you have a piece of Under Pressure that you own.
Oh, absolutely.
So do you own the whole song?
Yeah.
So every time Under Pressure or Ice Ice Baby gets played in a movie, on a commercial, whatever, a check goes to you.
100%.
Love it. Love it.
It was a weird experience finding that out.
Yeah.
And I had a buddy that was in my Spanish class in high school who was big into that grungy Vanilla Ice album. So that like kicked off my very hard intrigue.
Sure.
So you've got 92 and 93 covered.
Yep, I do. And because of that,
Well, I was going to say, I might be jumping the gun here, but would we consider the Bloodhound Gang a one-hit wonder?
No, because I celebrate the entire.
Yeah,
they're great. I love
one
everything they
Fierce
do, but I don't know
Spirit
as far as like charting.
Oh, charting wise, because if you're talking,
We're talking about Bad Touch.
If you're talking about Bad Touch, probably.
Did that hit big?
Oh yeah,
It was huge.
Oh yeah,
Eminem parodied it.
Yes.
I would put them in the same class as like Sublime.
Sure.
Like maybe only What I Got charted, but they've got a bunch of great songs.
Yeah, it's a weird one because once you've been introduced to the Bloodhound Gang, it's so funny because it's so immature. Like it's Weird Al for 16-year-olds. Like it is. It's, like Kiss Me Where It Smells Funny. I was introduced.
You're pretty when I'm drunk.
Yes. I was introduced to the Bloodhound Gang by my ex-wife when I met her. And it was one of those instances where she's like, well, you like the Bloodhound Gang, don't you? And I was like, I love the Bloodhound Gang. They're great.
Put him on, please.
Let's sing all of the words. Oh, we're actually going to sing all of the words? Let's maybe put on Vanilla Ice for a little bit too, though. But I because of that, like her and her friends were obsessed with it when we were young, and that's an album that I fully enjoy because it's immature, and when you're 16, it's a great thing to listen to. So
Heavy like a Tyson blow to the dome. Back up, son. Give me room. Give me room.
okay,
Nobody had ever tried it before.
no, well, Weird Al said no. We have to draw a line. 13. They said, but what if
Could it be possible?
to 16?
We entertained
Just
16.
What if we did just from 13 to 16? Yeah. Maybe 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, folks, that puts me with Baby Got Back and Ice Ice Baby. I really wish that I could do my actual off the draft or off the board pick, but I think that it would be out of line for me to do that because it would be very much what I would do at every other
Is it
draft.
MC Hammer?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was trying to think of another one. That's it. But
Well,
he's got two.
I've got
You got Hammer
Baby.
Time and Too Legit.
I've got Baby. I've got Baby. Now, and technically, as Scott said, I've got Ninja, but I've also now got Kung Fu. Everyone was Kung Fu fighting.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
This
Terrible.
Those kids were fast as lightning.
really. I
I mean, just your whole draft in general.
love
Yeah, you preface this with, I'm going to do good this time.
this is not
The robots told me how to do this.
to be fair, if I'm being honest with you, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm too robotic because according to my list from ChatGPT, top tier, Baby Got Back, Macarena, Ice Ice Baby, and Kung Fu Fighting. This fucking thing knows me. If it would have said Macarena sucks balls, this would have been exactly what I would have done.
All right, you're pleasing the robots.
Let's talk about Kung Fu Fighting. I love it. I think that it is a very fun song that is also attached to a movie that is not great, but I love, which is from our favorite Tommy Boy actor,
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
It's a great song in cinema, in any movie. If there's just a fracas breaking out
Yes.
and people are fighting, put it on. Put it on. Cut scenes and people are fighting.
Break a bottle over somebody's head, somebody falls through a wall.
Yep.
We're Kung Fu Fighting, for sure.
Yeah. The album name that this song is on by Carl Douglas
Yeah, like Carl does.
is called Kung Fu Fighting and Other Great Love Songs. And other great love songs.
Hold on a second. Is this a fuck song? Are you supposed to fuck to this?
Fast as lightning.
I can't imagine if I laid Callie down on the bed and turned the lights low. And you know what? Nope, I'm sold now. I was off board. But I forgot that's how it starts. I forgot. If you lit a candle and fucking oh man, I take it all back. I was
good pick.
I was unaware that we had. Oh man, can you imagine? I mean, honestly, I like until you did that because I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty smooth.
I'm reading the lyrics. I can tell you it's definitely not about.
Oh, okay, well that's too bad.
There was Funky Billy Chin and Little Sammy Chung.
Yeah, no, I don't want
He said, "Here comes the." Hold on. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on."
Okay. So you've had these other little ones. Let the glory behold. I can't believe it. What other songs on this list are about getting it on? Everyone was kung fu fighting as well, beating a vagina up. I had no idea.
They were chopping them up and they were chopping them down.
Yeah, good for Carl Douglas.
And other love songs.
What are the other songs? Can you give me another? Can you give me a hypothetical here? Man.
Witch-Finding General is another song from there.
Oh, okay.
When You Got Love, Changing Times.
All right, Carl.
Definitely one hit wonder.
Yeah, Carl, take a seat. But love my pick, Kung Fu Fighting.
Turns out Carl Douglas is worth $6.1 million.
Yeah, good on him, man. Yeah, good for him.
Worth every penny.
Based off one song.
Yeah, good for him. He's making good royalty checks. All right, see, I'm liking my selection. Scott, back to you. This is, you got two more. So you got this one.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you'll have.
I thought we only did 3.
No, we are doing 4.
Oh,
because
okay.
there's
Forward, one
only
off.
3 of us. Yep.
Okay. Well, this changes things.
Yeah.
In that case, oh, man. Oh, God, this is really hard. A lot of really good songs on here. I'm torn between 3. And I am going to go with Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, nice. Wow. Okay.
But I remember Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I like fun.
Okay.
And Cotton Eye Joe is fucking fun, all right?
Yeah. And it pairs very well with Tubthumping.
Mm-hmm.
I think those.
And the Macarena.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh,
but
they're all very upbeat, dancey songs.
back to back, Tubthumping, Cotton Eye Joe.
No.
Very good pair.
Yeah, now we're having a party.
Yeah, that's like wine and cheese over here.
Yeah.
It's sophisticated. Pinkies up, sir.
But I remember Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton
Let's talk about it.
It's just a great song. The impossible to tell what they're saying, except when you do actually know the lyrics.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
The first verse,
Nope.
you can sing along with.
Yep. Then you have to stop.
Everything after that, even if you know the words,
Nope.
impossible. You can kind of mumble your way through it, but no.
Yeah, you also don't want to be singing this song.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
If it hadn't have been for Cotton Eye Joe, I would have been married a long time ago.
Okay.
You got me, Cotton Eye Joe.
It's actually a traditional American folk song that dates back to the 1800s.
That's what they
Really?
say.
And that's why we don't know the lyrics.
Yes.
It's so old.
So old. And probably that the lyrics, it's kind of like Eddie Vedder, right? Like when Eddie Vedder, when it's been 150 years and people are looking back and they're like, oh, Ledbetter. Oh, interesting.
No, I think he actually said this.
Yeah.
These are now the words to the song.
That's exactly right.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just mumbling through
Just
it.
mumble.
Those are some of my favorite videos on the internet. The people just making up their own lyrics to Eddie Vedder.
Yes, for sure.
Make me fries.
Oh, one of my favorite things is Red 6 eating fries. Star Wars. Porkins. His name is actually
Porkins.
Porkins. So you got all of your guys in your
X-Wings.
X-Wings.
And they have the cockpit
Yep.
view. So it's just their face in the cockpit.
Yep. And they're going down the list. They're checking in. Red 6. He's just a big fat guy. And his name is Porkins.
Oh, is that Porkins?
Porkins.
Yeah.
Porkins just died. But my favorite thing is whenever he comes on is to go, Red 6 eating fries.
Because every other one is what? Standing by?
Standing by.
Yeah.
Standing by.
Red 3, standing by. Red 5, standing by.
Red 6 eating fries. If I had time on my hands, I would animate it.
Mm-hmm.
But they called him Porkins, and that's just not fun.
Disagree.
Disagree? Did you name him before or after the
Casting?
In the script, was it Porkins? Did he show up on set and go, "Oh, what?
Who cast a Porkins?
No." Although at the same time, all right, Gabe, we've Cotton Eye Joe'd. You yourself have No Diggity and Safety Dance. Very good selections.
You know, one of the top one hits from the 90s, one of the top one hits from the 80s. We're going to go up a generation or a decade, and we're going to go Stacy's Mom.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the one I was.
Of Wayne.
Yep. That was the one I was arguing with myself about.
I once knew a guy.
God, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Stop.
And we'll leave it at that.
It's autobiographical.
And she was hot. She was like 36 years old.
I don't even know. Like, the problem with you saying that is like, that is, I mean, yes, there are many people that know what you're talking about. Stacy's mom, situation.
She had it going on.
Had it going on.
Catchy tune.
Catchy tune.
And of that era, people wanted to bang their friend's mom.
True story. True story.
Was in the music video, was it Stifler's mom from American Pie?
I don't think so.
No?
No. Oh, well, I mean, it would have made sense, but I don't think so.
No, I think there was a far enough gap.
Yeah. For some reason, like in my head, I see more of like a, God, who's that band that I really don't like? Like from Shrek and Smash Mouth.
Oh.
In my head, I see like a sprinkler scene in Smash Mouth.
It is. Like, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I see, but I don't remember if that's actually accurate or not. But this is definitely the era in which people were trying to bang people's moms.
Mm-hmm. You know, of all of the instances I'm aware of.
I already deleted that whole segment. So now we're just referencing things that people did not hear. So it's a great song, actually. I think that this is one that it will have staying power, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will continue. And from an era in which I think there's less, right? I think there's less of this type of song that will continue forward. Like, I think 90s are very heavy on your one-hit wonders. Maybe more than any decade. Maybe the 80s, too, because it was so experimental.
80s and 90s, for sure.
They're so experimental.
We've kind of swung as a society around 2016 or 18, wherever you said a little bit ago. We're going in a more puritanical tilt without the puritanism of it. But we're not having fun.
Yeah,
not being light.
No fun, but yet it's none of the you can only eat oatmeal.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. But no, I think it's a great song. Fountains of Wayne, also a terrible name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bass player from Fountains of Wayne is the one who wrote this song. Also wrote the song That Thing You Do from the movie That Thing You Do.
Oh.
When I think about one-hit wonders, That Thing You Do is what I think about.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Great film.
Yeah.
Great film. Tom Hanks plays Tom Hanks in a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice. Yep.
Hair was curly.
Yep. Yeah. But actually a really good song.
Totally.
Yeah. Very well crafted.
Yeah.
But they probably read the same book as Chumbawamba, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is just how you make a hit. We're making a movie. We need a hit song. Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great song. So I didn't know that. Interesting.
Pretty sure that's true.
Oh.
No, we already said it on the podcast.
Yeah, when we say things that aren't
I keep
true-
forgetting that.
Yeah.
If it comes out of my mouth, it's a fact.
Listen, folks. Everything we say here is wrong. So we say it as though it's right, and then it's your job to correct us, and we will never listen.
No.
So, great selection, Gabe. Last one for you, sir.
Think off the board.
Off the board.
To the finest one-hit wonder that was ever produced. Going back to 1971. And Don McLean's American Pie. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a one hit.
Yeah,
Nor did
McLean
I.
had nothing else.
The day the music died.
I did get into an argument with a college professor once who celebrated McLean's entire catalog. But no, one hit. That was his only hit. It's a retelling of The Day the Music Died.
Yes.
When Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper and Richie Valens died in a plane crash in this part of the world, like in between here and Iowa somewhere. Yeah.
I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
Great song.
Great song.
One hit wonder.
One hit wonder. That's crazy because we were talking before we got started about other songs that we associate with different groups. So what didn't make the list and was just barely bumped is Jump Around by House of Pain.
Oh, I didn't even realize it wasn't on the list.
No.
Yeah, well, you can get it.
It's not on the list, but it's a song that I honestly, for whatever reason, in my head am convinced that it's Cypress Hill, right? Like I'm convinced that it is.
Yeah.
I don't know who I think American Pie is. You know, one of the, you know, Crosby, Stills, or Nash, one of the three. One of the three. But American Pie to me is...
CC or R?
Yes. Yeah. Well, revisited, not revival. But no, I associate that with other musicians. Like that does not, in my head, is not separated into its own thing.
Nope, that was just a dude who wrote a song.
No, he made money off it. Mm-hmm. And hopefully he also, like Sir Mix-a-Lot, was bringing in the cash afterwards. Hopefully.
I don't know. It was like 1971, so I'm guessing the studio has all the money.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Sorry. There's none to be had. Let's talk lyrics on that one, though. I'm not a huge fan of songs that just throw word salad. I've just always hated it. That's why I don't like Smash Mouth. You know? What was that one about Abercrombie and Fitch? Whatever the heck it was.
LFO, Summer Girls.
Yeah.
That song has the worst lyrics of all time.
So whenever people like enjoy music like that, it drives me nuts because the music doesn't have to be great, but the words have to be more than just you writing words down on a piece of paper.
There's a line in that song. Actually, you could do this throughout the entire lyrics for the song, but it goes, "When you take a sip, you buzz like a hornet. Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets."
Billy.
Yeah.
That's the whole song.
That's what
It's
I'm
just
talking about.
lines that have nothing. It's like you were just
doesn't
writing.
even rhyme.
It doesn't rhyme, and it's like you were just writing shit down, and you just threw it all. You throw it all in there.
Hornet sonnet. I don't understand. And that was a huge hit, right? That for sure a one-hit wonder. There's
Absolutely.
no way those guys had anything
Eminem
else.
parodied it.
But
That's
it is.
that's my criteria. Did Eminem parody your song?
Well, there you go.
Then it was a hit.
Oh, well, then that would
Maybe
make
not necessarily a one hit.
Tom Green must have had a hit as well with the Bum Bum song.
He did.
But no, American Pie to me is that same thing where there's a few things that are associated.
He's telling the story.
I don't really think he is, though. Like, he kind of is. He talks about it. But then tell me the story then. You drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry?
Maybe
Yeah, the
Vader
good old boys were
someday later.
drinking whiskey and rye, singing "This Will Be the Day That I Die." They were mourning the loss of their musical heroes.
So that's your interpretation of the song. Is that what the song is about? Because I've never.
The song is about Buddy Holly dying.
Yeah, I understand that. These people are. This is the story of some good old boys driving to the levee and drinking
chorus.
beer.
You're stuck on the chorus.
I'm stuck on the part they fucking repeat. Imagine that. The part that they're stuck on, I'm stuck on.
A long, long time ago, I could still remember how that music used to make me smile.
Yeah.
And if I had my chance, I could make people dance. Maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver.
Okay, I guess maybe I'm wrong.
With every paper I'd deliver, bad news on the doorstep.
Okay, I take it back.
I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride.
Okay,
But something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
Okay. Absolutely 100% wrong about that. I stand corrected. That is not what I thought that song was.
The chorus is drove my Chevy to the levee. Levee was dry. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye.
Yeah.
But they're mourning the loss of their musical hero.
I never put that together. What? Such as?
The greatest one, the number one hit wonder. I got the 1-1 off the board.
I 100% disagree on that. However, I do like the name American Pie because it's a good movie. Scott, finish up your list. Again, Macarena, Tubthumping, Cotton Eye Joe. You have the ability to go off the board. You don't have to go off the board.
And Jump Around is available.
Jump Around is available.
Jump Around is available.
And it is absolutely the right choice. But I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Because I am going to go with a song from my youth by a band called Wheatus.
Okay.
Teenage Dirtbag.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
Oh, that almost makes me want to shift. Interesting.
There's no salvaging your trash.
Okay, yeah, that great song.
Great song. Even the kids these days. I employ high schoolers. They all know this song and can sing it word for word.
Yeah, that's a curveball because that was not even anywhere on my radar at all. Let's talk about it. That would have paired very well with Stacy's mom.
Mm-hmm.
However,
I was kind of torn with taking Stacy's mom because I was planning on taking this
right.
one.
You need diversity, Dave.
You do need diversity.
No, I need
To have
baby
a
got back
well-rounded
and Ice Ice Baby.
Just relax over there. Of all the songs that kind of came out in that era, that's one of those that you put it on. You know, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that whole album is really good, actually. I've owned it on several separate occasions. But if you like that kind of music, that era of like the pop punky kind of stuff,
I love it.
very, very good album.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were not too old even then, right? Because Gabe and I are, half a decade older than you. But we were still not too old to where we could not enjoy that. I think if we would have been another 5 years old, like none of that music would have hit for us.
Yeah, that wasn't written for 30-year-olds.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I really enjoy that music. I think because it's adjacent to what we grew up with.
It's Green Day-ish.
It's Green Day-ish. It's Blink 182-ish. It's Bloodhound Gang-ish.
Yep.
And then throw in a little ska type of reference there. It's fantastic, and that's a really good song. What's the one about waking up in the front yard? That's Lit.
That's Lit.
That's
yeah.
Lit. But
Lit
Lit
My
had a
Own
couple-
Worst Enemy.
Yeah, Lit had a couple other ones though too, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
'Cause,
I don't
man,
think so.
I used-
though there was another song by a band called SR71 that was very, very similar to that.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of that song, but I would always get those two mixed
Yeah,
up.
because you saying Teenage Dirtbag really makes me want to go with Lit. Like, I fucking love that song. But I think they had a couple other okay musical selections.
And that's why you suck at drafting. The pick before you should have no impact on your strategy.
I already know what I'm picking, and you guys are going to hate it, but I absolutely am picking it. Let's chat, though. Teenage Dirtbag. Wheatus. Again, terrible fucking name.
So, yeah, it's interesting.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's not even like uniquely hip,
Yeah.
Like you can get like a Weezer, right? And it's got a little bit of hipness to it. Like Wheatus, it's really bad.
Yeah. It's like weenus, which is the
Close to wiener.
That's what I was
which is your elbow skin.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your weenus.
Yeah, so it's close to it, but it's not. It's and it's also close to bread, which is just
Right.
weird. I don't know. It is interesting to me that seems to be. I never would have thought of this, but it seems to be a thread running through all of these. Like Rednex is not with an X. It's not a great name for a musical ensemble.
Yeah. When did Cotton Eye Joe come out? Early 90s?
93-ish.
Yeah. It's definitely not a good name for a band in 93.
Yeah.
No.
In 2012, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Blackstreet is a really bad name. That's a really bad name. It's like, hey, we're over here
On Blackstreet.
on Blackstreet.
I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby.
Okay, well, would you like my selection?
I doubt it.
The correct answer, as you said, is definitely Jump Around by House of Pain.
Oh.
Not a bad name. House of Pain, not a bad name.
No.
But I thought it was because I thought they were freaking. I thought they were a totally different band.
Cypress Hill.
Oh, they're Cypress Hill. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's a great pick. That could be a 1-1 pick if we had it on the board.
Jump Around.
It's a great song.
Yeah, I could probably save my list right now.
Doubt it.
No.
Baby Got Back is fantastic.
You could draft the entire Beatles catalog, and the fact that you did Baby Got Back next to Ice Ice Baby is just...
I don't even give me that. Scott Chumbawamba and Cotton Eye Joe, I Baby Got
In
Back,
the late
Ice Ice Baby.
rounds.
It doesn't matter. You listen. You take what
Take a best player available.
Take best
when
player.
you have every player to choose from.
Best player available according to the robots. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a little band called Crazy Town.
Oh
No.
Come and dance with me. Come and dance with me.
And
Butterfly?
There's a little song called Butterfly.
Butterfly?
Oh no!
What is wrong with you?
I absolutely love the song Butterfly by Crazy Town, but I'm going with Jump Around. And here's why.
Okay,
And here's
okay.
why. And here's why. Because Jump Around is still available, and I'm an idiot if I don't take it.
Yes.
But Butterfly by Crazy Town, I fucking love the arrangement of that song. The song itself is word salad, 100%. But the arrangement, if you were to put a different song on top of that, I would go nuts for it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely 100% picking Jump Around by House of Pain because it should have been on the list. And I would actually be upset if one of us did not select it.
Yeah,
So-
that would be silly.
Get up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin.
So Jump Around by Cypress Hill.
Jump around, jump up and get down.
So you have nothing but early 90s rap
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
by white people.
And then, and
Mix-a-lot.
then Kung Fu Fighting.
Your whole list is just cultural appropriation.
Kind of. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. That's all right. I'm okay with it. It seems to me that I'm looking at this now. In my head, these songs are all associated with movies. So, and I think you're right. Like Ice Ice Baby to me is like Vanilla Ice is Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. But that's not a hit. But the character of Vanilla Ice, yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to a different podcast, Dave Smith, this morning, and they actually talked about Vanilla Ice and how popular he was for about 3 months in like 92. And then somebody pointed out, that guy's a gigantic dork.
Yeah.
His name is Rob Van Winkle.
Yeah.
And then he ceased to be popular like that day. As soon as somebody noticed he was a giant dork, it was over.
Yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to your mother.
I will argue probably one of the more iconic douchebag looks. Not him specifically, but that era.
Oh yeah, the Jamie Kennedy, Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even MC Hammer. Like that's a bad look. That's a really bad look. Those pants, the Aladdin pants, I know they're called harem pants.
I think they were called parachute.
Yeah.
Parachute
Parachute.
pants, harem pants. But specifically MC Hammer's version with the like where it was like a double-breasted suit jacket.
Yeah.
Only it was pants. So it just sat under your nipples, but double-breasted. That's bad.
Yeah, Hammer definitely hurt him.
Too legit to quit.
All right, folks, that's it. That is the selection for this evening. I myself
Have lost again.
a wonderful select. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a wonderful draft by myself. Ice Ice Baby, Kung Fu Fighting, Jump Around. Oh wait, Baby Got Back. Scott, the Macarena.
Yeah, you got to take it.
Yeah.
You got to take it, but terrible. Tubthumping, Cotton Eye Joe, and Teenage Dirtbag. Lot of variety after you got out of that trap you were in. But I will argue, very good trap to be in.
Yeah.
Gabe, probably the most variety.
I hit every decade. I hit different genres.
No Diggity, Safety Dance, Stacy's Mom, and American Pie.
Oh,
It's a pretty good list.
That's a winning draft.
It's pretty good.
If you would have taken the Macarena instead of Ice Ice Baby, you would be a contender.
I don't like the Macarena though. That is one of the songs that I really, really, really dislike.
I don't like. Oh wait, I like all the songs I drafted.
Well, there you go. I like all the songs I drafted too. I'm gonna put them all on my playlist tonight. Dance around.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the Macarena so many times tonight.
I do want to give a shout out if somebody was going to draft American Pie, which obviously was not going to happen. Tip of the cap to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot.
Okay.
You know, little local angle.
Yeah.
Little freighter crashed in Lake Superior in 1975 and great one-hit wonder. I was going to go with that. I went American Pie.
Yeah, it's almost become like a funeral song though, right? Like
yeah, they all die.
I understand that.
But the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah, it's almost like an in memoriam song. I don't know. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Let us know who you think had the best draft. Me. Let us know who didn't have the best draft, Gabriel Johnson, and who just basically got the same song over and over again, Scott.
Dave.
True. Actually, that's very true. That's very true. Yeah, I'm stuck in 90. Maybe 92.
93.
92,
Yeah,
93.
93
Didn't know. I didn't know. It wouldn't be the first time. I didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next week with the news. Scotty will be back with the news.
All right.
And then the following week, we will have a guest and we will be playing a game. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then once again, get us your stuff for the Be Kind Rewind 2007, pop culture, TV, music, as well as bombings. And yeah, we're looking forward to that. And then the movies will be following that as well. So if you guys have any of those, shoot them over to us. I want some more feedback. I don't think we had anything in 2006. Strangely enough, that's the first time we haven't had anybody bring up anything.
But we got some good feedback on the Weird Al draft.
Weird Al draft was good. We hit a nerve. we hit a nerve with a Weird Al nerd. But his insight was great. I appreciate his insight on it.
He wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong, except for he just like we're 40 fucking years old, dude.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Weird. I found Party in the CIA after the episode, and I'm like, this might be his best song.
I had a lot of people sending me his new stuff, and I was like, yeah, but it's not going to hit. It can't. It's impossible to hit. I've passed the age by 30 years.
I don't know the songs he's parodying, hardly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, oddly enough. All right, folks, we'll be back next week, and until then, we're done. A good draft. I like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea if YouTube's going to allow us to do that. So it'll be fun to see what it will actually allow me to get away with. It's going to be a lot of one notes from one hit wonders.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoy that. But yeah, that's not bad. Oh. Yeah. What was the one that I said we're going to do? Oh, we were talking about this before you came as well. We want to do songs from movies that are just explaining the movie.
My favorite kind of song.
You love it. You love it. But actually, it is a guilty pleasure of mine. If a movie ends and the credits start and is someone singing about the movie you just watched.
Telling you what you just saw.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them what you told them. It's classic.
That's called marketing.
There was a problem, yo, I solved it. Check out the hook.